Just take a second to reflect upon the year that just went by. Great year for Mindtree. Overall 18% growth, broad-based growth across all our verticals, very strong improvement in margins. So we've delivered great results financially for all our stakeholders there. But more than just the financial numbers, very important milestones like $1 billion in revenue, $150 million in EBITDA, $100 million in PAT, 20,000 Mindtree mines. It's our 20th anniversary. So many things have gone well for us last year. So we are walking into the coming year, FY20, with the confidence of all of those achievements. Obviously, it's a changed marketplace. It's a highly dynamic marketplace. Customer expectations are changing. Our competitors are trying to catch up to all the strengths that Mindtree has. We are factoring in all of those parameters. And as things stand today, highly confident of a mid-teen growth rate low-teen growth rate for Mindtree for next year, and improving margins by at least 100 to 125 basis points in the coming year.
Staying on the margins, how would the trajectory pan out? Also considering you have wage hike, you also spoke about some investments that you're making and continue to make in the area of digital, which you now have about 50% of your revenues coming from.
Continuing to look at how the market is evolving and making sure that we make the investments ahead of time so that we can capture and leverage sort of all the strengths of Mindtree has there. So that's what has led to the growth that we had. If you look at this year's growth of 18% came because of all the calls we took in the previous years and made those investments. So that's how you generate growth in this business, and continue to run with the same philosophy for next year as well. But the focus on margins is beyond the investment. So we will do what investments that are required, but deliver a margin improvement even beyond that there. Even if you look at this year, revenue grew approximately 18%, but the profitability grew, the profits grew by more than 30% in this year. So even for the next year, the bottom line growth will be higher than the top line growth.
Got it. Also just trying to dig in deeper and understand as far as the dividend payout is concerned, it's been the highest in the history. Yes, at the 10-year, 15-year, 100 million revenue, also when you did announce it was largely 10 to 50% up to 5 rupees. If you factor in everything, 200% special dividend itself. What's the rationale, especially when you have an open offer by L&T that the company is also pursuing? How do we really view this?
I think you should segregate those two aspects altogether. At the end of the day, like you said, investor has come in. They have made a public announcement open offer. That will go through its own regulatory process there. But our decision on dividend was in line with the capital allocation policy that we have outlined, where we'd like to continuously increase the dividend payout. So we are in line with our stated objectives, our stated policies, in line with the high governance and transparency standards at Mindtree. So this dividend is subject to shareholders' approval at the forthcoming AGM there. So that's therefore the rationale for this whole process. We have very important milestones that we are celebrating today. 20th year, 20,000 Mindtree mines plus, 100 million years. $100 million of profit, $1 billion of revenue. So given the momentous occasion that we have, the boards recommended this dividend, and it is subject to shareholders' approval at the forthcoming.
All right, there you have it. That's Rostow Ravanan, CEO of Mindtree, talking about the overall numbers and how we have seen the annual revenue as well, crossing that $1 billion mark, as well as what's going on with respect to L&T and the open offer.